going around the map and looking at some of the most popular locations on the actual Grand Theft Auto map. So this is the map we're talking about, the in-game map, and then somebody actually went and took all of the data from Rockstar and a whole bunch of other places. There's an attribution and link if you want to check out more about it. And they found out the specific spots that most people aggregate in across the map. So I took it and I went to what I saw as looked like the top 5 spots. And today we're going to go to each of those spots, check them out, see what's there, and find out what makes them so interesting. So as you can see, I'm playing as Franklin today. And we're out here at the dirt airfield. I've kind of made this my new little home where I'll be modding the whole area a bit more and just storing stuff out here, using this as my sandbox playground. This is one of the greatest things about GTA, is that it's such a big, great sandbox, and it always has been, really since GTA 3. I mean, that was really when it just opened up the whole world. So you can see I'm in the 1977 Trans Am modification, just like the one that I had as the model that we crashed up in Modeling Life in Cars. And last time I imported it, it did not have any of the decals. It didn't have the fire chicken on the hood and didn't have the Trans Am in the back. And so we've got that in place now. We've got our Modeling Life in Cars 001 license plate, because this was the first actual episode that we did. So let's take this for a quick spin here in the dirt. Check it out. Nice. I do have all the speedometer mods and the time turned off because we're going to be using the DeLorean today as our vehicle. We'll put this back in here, and here's the Back to the Future DeLorean. And again, this is not actually in the game either. I was able to import the assets, game files, using Open4 and a whole bunch of trickery for the mods that you can learn about on the GTA modding website, also in the attribution. But we do have a fully operational DeLorean with the going doors, crazy sound effects. You can load up Mr. Garbage there when it gets empty. But real nice model. It's in the brushed aluminum. Check out the interior. All the gauges do work. We've got the set to 88 miles an hour up there. We'll get into this a little bit more later. We do have all the working mods for the dash panel there with the time circuits. I've got all that working as well too. We'll mess around with that a little bit later too. But real nice inside, real nice interior. Very well done mod. It's got the back license plate with the barcode. And, of course, it's got... Let's see if we can get it working. Might have to use the actual... There we go. Hover mode. With the wheels. The animation of the wheels actually flipping just like they do in the movie. And yes, it does fly, and it does work. So we will be using our flying DeLorean, the best way to travel between places. There you go. There's the crazy noise has gone down a bit. Flies real nice. It's nice and smooth. You can see the time circuits down in the bottom right. I can turn those on. I don't want to because I don't want to go blasting off to a different time within the game. We're going to head over to our first location that you can see on the map there. It is in the northwestern part of the map. And rather than fly all the way over there, we're just going to use a little mod to, let's see, top left corner. It's right around here. Then we're going to use another mod, which is my trainer, to teleport to that waypoint. So you have to think fourth dimensionally, Marty. Alright, so somewhere around here is a marker. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Let's get back on the ground. Flip our wheels down. So here's the actual marker. Wow, that's loud. Hungry Mr. Garbage back there, I guess. So this area is from what I can tell, it's about the 5th most popular area, and I think it comes down to the fact that when you're playing online, you spawn here for a lot of different events, and this is kind of an obstacle course, and you can run around here and shoot each other, and really play a lot of different mini games, and it's just a fun area. Well, let's see. Let's spawn a. Well, let's get a new. Oh, there's my binoculars. That's another mod I'll show you guys in a little bit. We will spawn. Part of the problem with all these mods is the controls overlap, so you try to get into one and it opens up another. We will spawn. Let's spawn a motorbike, dirt bike. I like the Enduro, old school bike, and that is Menu. Nice bike here, a little wheelie action. Then we'll just do a loop around this course. You can see it's a lot of fun to ride dirt bikes on. You can ride mountain bikes on. Have biking races. Let's go out and check out this loop. Right out on the coast of really the Pacific Ocean. Kind of cool. Some islands out there you could build some stuff on with some of the trainers and map editors. So you can see it's a bit of a loop that goes around this outer course here. Little obstacle course with some fun stuff. My buddy Gus and I looking to do a horror movie. And Gus, I bet we could use this area right here as like the mud run area to do the cinematics previs for Nowhere to Run. Check it out. You get all kinds of like tires for them to run to. If we were to put some characters in here, I can have a whole bunch of people running races like they're running together, running through the tires, going up there through the loops. So this is a kind of cool area just to do cinematics in, have races in. And I can see why it's popular. When I was doing a little exploration, I found this little lot over here with the abandoned shack, some logs, an old water tower, and old RV. So I will probably use this area in the future. I've done some mods in the past. I did an Eastern Motel mod that's pretty popular. Where you do the interior of these spaces, right here in the game, they're just currently exteriors only and they're mapped out. But with the mods that I have, particularly Menu, you can come in here, oops, and go to, binoculars, gotta turn those off. I gotta figure out a way to remap those. And then I'm now in like the editing version of, I'm not actually playing the game, I'm editing the game. And I see I can go inside here. And yeah, this would be awesome because the walls are interior mapped. And then I could put a door there and some windows right here, just like that one is. You can kind of see where the window would be right there. I could put another one here too, and then some walls and a ceiling, and you'd have an interior mapped space that you can actually use to play in. Super cool. And then I would just put a little marker right here that when you walk up to the marker, it teleports you to the other side of the the image map of the door there, and then you'd be inside that space. That's how it works with all the other spaces that you can go into as well. So it's kind of cool that you have access to that with the that trainer mod. Really does open the game up to be your true sandbox of whatever the heck you want it to be. There's a guy chilling with his doggy. It's kind of cool. Nice little dog. He's checking out his phone. We can do fun stuff like take pictures of him. Alright, he's calling his doggy. It'd be cool if his dog was up there. They'd make a good picture. Oh, maybe the doggy will make a good picture. Let's see. I want to scare them. Take out our camera phone. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. See a little bit of the ocean. A little bit of the sky. A little bit of doggy on the bottom thirds of our rule of thirds there. Snapshot. I'll save that picture. Off to our reel. These pictures are a great tool too. When you take a picture with your smartphone, the app is called Snapmatic, and what happens is it actually goes into your game file, and again, if you know where to find them, you can unlock those and then tag them, and now see that it has the metadata on your map, just like a real photo would in the real world. So now you're using those as little photo markers of what places looked like that you want to go visit again in the game. Really neat. And you can rename them. You know, it says Paleto Bay right now, but that's really where it is. We can call it Dog by the Sea. And now we've got a little fun verifying text. I think it's checking the text to make sure it isn't any profanity. There you go. Doggy by the Sea now, and then we got a photo text saved. And then it also saves on, you know, there's my binoculars again. I keep hitting that button by accident. I wonder which one it is that I'm hitting. Binoculars. Oh, it's left arrow. That's what it is. Okay, so while I have them out now, I'll show you guys. I installed another app called Binoculars. So find yourself a nice little perch, and then it's the left arrow now that's making it go. And you got yourself a pair of binoculars. Pretty cool. Again, just makes the game more engaging and fun. You can almost see the fleas on his back. Unbelievable, huh? Oh, look at him. He knows we're looking at him. Hi, puppy. Back to our bike. Go do our loop around. Second here, take a look at something. There we go. All right, that blue icon is our DeLorean. And of course, you know, being a DeLorean, it's also remote control, just like in the movie. I can pull up my sequence for that one, and then do remote control. And now I can drive. Oops. Looks like it's not synced up. I have to sync it up. I'll drive over to it. When the remote control is synced up to the car, you can actually drive the car remotely over to yourself. I'm just going to leave the bike there. Somebody else can benefit from our spawn. Okay, so the next location isn't too far away, actually. We'll just fly right over there. It is this spot right here. As you can see on the map in the bottom left, I've kind of put some screenshots on and circled the major heat signatures. And we'll give a little bit of a, we'll hit over the coast and do a little bit of a boost. Going down the coast here would be Northern California, really is what it's mirrored after. Got your big redwoods and beautiful trees. So the area, the second area on the heat map is actually this patch right here. This area in the woods, which doesn't look like much. But when you play the game a little bit longer, ooh, you can see there's like a hunting lodge down here and motel, really kind of cool motel. This area is really cool, one for just playing around in and doing cinematics, but also for when, like I said, later on in the game, there is a bunker. There's multiple bunkers actually that you can buy, and one of the cheaper ones is right here. And it's a cool location. You can see there's some deer over there, some does, and some bucks. And it would be underground here, but there's a little thing that pops up, and I'll show you that later on in the game as I progress with these characters. Flying again around here with Franklin, and really only done 1 or 2 missions with them. Later on in the game, you're able to open up those bunkers. And then out here on the beach, there is a little bit of a bonfire, people hanging out. It's kind of fun. You can find all kinds of stuff like that around when you look. And again, like I said, there is a lodge up here. You could do some great interiors with this. I might get around to that one someday. We'll see how it goes, how long I keep playing. Keeps my interest. Alright, so let's get a little bit of altitude up here. And then head off to our next spot, which is downtown on the map. You can see there. It is right about here actually, and it should tell you, it should give you a hint of why. You can see the paint and spray icon right there. We are going to do a little teleportation to waypoint, and let's put down our wheels. Off to the right here. Right there you can see the entrance to the paint and spray. Super popular area. People love coming to this paint and spray. Some workers hanging out there, taking a break. This paint and spray is great. You can come in here. I'll go in it in a second. I just want to show you guys the... wow, we're getting pretty... Look at how dirty we are from just going around in the mud up there in the Northern California. How cool is that? It's got all the dirt. Could just go in here in customs and get it cleaned off. But man, that thing is loud when you get out. Big square area. Sometimes when you come in here, there's really nice cars. You know, kind of given that the image that they've already been like worked on by the auto repair, Los Santos Customs. And then up there on the roofs is usually snipers, other people hanging out in the game, and they love to pick people off when they come in here to get out of their car. You know, do something or grab another car. So again, that makes sense to me why this one is another popular spot. All these so far seem pretty common sense on what makes them popular. So you can see, even though this is a modded vehicle, I'm able to actually bring it into the Los Santos Customs. It's so amazing how these mods all work so flawlessly. Look, it's coming in a cutscene, you know, it's using it as part of the game. And now you can see this thing is just totally dirtied up, right? Got Franklin sitting in there just chilling out. You've got Mr. Fusion. I'll put a link to this mod in the description. And the maker just did a really incredible job of pulling this all together and making it so realistic. Again, I have our model around here. Oh, there it is over there. I'm going to see if I can reach it. There's our, this is the Back to the Future 3 version that's meant to, the one before it goes on the train tracks. And I'll show you guys a little bit of coolness when I back out of here. So I'll hit repair the vehicle, you know, now boom. Nice and clean, we're all good to go. I could do some edits too if I wanted to. I'll do another video on Los Santos Customs later on. But for now, you guys can see the difference in the DeLorean. And like I said, this app, it's a few different things. One, I have the mods for the cars, then I have a mod for the actual Back to the Future time travel app. And then I have this other mod that's kind of a manager of all of it. Let's see if I can get it open here. So it's this Back to the Future mod. Pretty awesome. So we're going to remove this time machine. We'll remove them all, and then I'll show you guys you can spawn each one of them in. You can spawn a regular.
You've got to reach there soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mr. Moneyman. Lot of sufferers chasing you. And if
We'll get rid of that one, and then let's spawn the Back to the Future one. There it comes. Boom! Comes flying in from the. Look at that. Comes flying into us like it's already all covered with time travel nitrogen, right? Frosty cold. Pretty awesome. So that's That's the Back to the Future 1 version. You can see the Mr. Fusion isn't on the back yet. It still's got the input for the plutonium, which I can open up and refuel. A little simulated refueling there. We'll get rid of that one, and then let's get in the back. Let's bring the Back to the Future 3 one in. I see it somewhere. It's traveling through time. I hear it. Sounds like it went flying across the other building. Well, at least we got to see the sequence of the other one come flying in. That was cool. This one did the same thing, but it did it out of where we could see. It looks like the car is over here, around the block. Let's go take a look and see how it looks. There it is. So there you can see this one is definitely a more accurate representation of ours. You know, very similar wheels. What's wrong with these people? Should have the, if we go look at the hood, it should have the vacuum time circuits. It does on the hood. Front of it's popped up just like the movie. Pretty awesome. So we'll take this one. I think this one should fly. No, Back to the Future 2 does not fly, it looks like. Oh, there it goes. We got our other option. We can make it fly. Again, this is this is a jetpack mod that I have for cars to be able to make them fly, even if they're not Back to the Future style. So we'll head over here on the map. We are looking for a couple towers that I believe are somewhere right around. Oh, there they are over there. Fly over these. One second here. Let me do my tab thing again. How did this happen? I'm trying to watch this. Not sure if it's actually streaming or not. It says that it's having trouble. I'll check that out. Seems to be some kind of error. But these buildings, I believe over here, these two right here, this is number 4 area on our hot list. And the reason why is because, again, later on in the game, you're able to buy apartment buildings, or apartments, I should say. And they have garages in them where you can store multiple cars. Let's get back down on the ground. So this area right here, these apartment buildings are really well, these apartments are really well priced when you're playing the game. And it's usually one of the first that people buy, and then they end up sticking with them the whole game. So again, that makes sense to me why that's popular. And then just to finish up, keep this under 30 minutes. If we come down here towards the movie studios, which is pretty awesome, there's the Life Invader building underneath us. And then this is supposed to be like an MGM or Warner Brothers type of studio. We'll get more into that later. We'll do some cool stuff with that, work it into our stories. But here, right behind me, this building with the helicopter pad, actually, which we'll land on. How cool is that? This building. Oh man, that is so loud. This building here, and here we'll do this too. We'll go take a quick tour with the jetpack. Vehicle options, vehicle spawner, saved. My jetpack. There it is. Nice. Nice jam. Fry around here with Franklin. On the jetpack for the little tour. You can see this apartment building here. Again, you can buy an actual apartment in that a little bit later on in the game. This one here on the left. Really nice apartments. Great view of the ocean. Downtown pier. Of course, over to the left, like we flew over on the way in, you've got the studios. I think there's somebody's name in the game. Let's take a look. Richard Majestic. Yeah, Richard Majestic in the game.
Attention aircraft. This airspace is prohibited. Reverse course now.
They're not cool with us flying around here, huh? So you can see it has all kinds of garages in the bottom. When you are able to buy that apartment later on in the game, you can bring your cars into those garages, and some of them have up to like 15 slots that you can store cars in, and then there's mods that you can even make those more, get bigger garages. Come back up here to where we left our DeLorean. Hop off of our jetpack. Pretty unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, you literally can do so much in this game once you figure out how to use the mods, and you know, just opens it up to be your personal little sandbox for making movies or, you know, previs. I mean, look at that. Everything's on. If you can see now that I'm in the car, the time circuits in the car are actually all lit up. And then to go someplace, let's say I wanted to go, you know, back in time, I could go to, I press this button, and then I say 09, 19, 1994 at 3 o'clock. Oh, I think I forgot a 3. Let's try it again. 09, 19, 1994 at 0300. There you go. So now I've got September 19th, 1994 at 3 o'clock, which is a great, you know, you know, great date out of my past that I just remember. You know, I'd gotten my license a few months before, and I'm just driving around, and really the freedom to go wherever I want. So, you know, we've got a date in there. Let's see now if I can find. Oh, you know what I will do is I'll just teleport over to this nice big runway. This is the international airport in the game. You can see we're coming up 60 miles an hour. When this baby hits 88, you're gonna see some serious shit, says Doc. Oh.
This don't make no fucking sense.
There you go. There's some rail damage for you. I think I forgot to put something in the plutonium reactor here. Let's fill that up. Man, this bus wasn't even watching where he's going. You see these people in Grand Theft Auto? They are the worst drivers. I think we filled up the plutonium that time, though. So it looks like it's full. There's a jet over there I could steal. Everything is flyable, drivable in this game. let's go repair our vehicle. Let's see if we can get this baby up to 88 miles an hour this time. Let's see what happens. Coming through 40, 50, 60. Boom, off into the past. There's the ground on fire where we went jetting. Now we should be coming. Here we go. Boom. September 19th, 1994. 0300 must be 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought that was 3 p.m. Still pretty cool because now we're at the airport in the middle of the night. And let's go take a look at it from the sky. It's beautiful. Here, I can change. It's another thing I can do for it. It's obviously. Oh, I better slow down before we go. I can put our weather option and then make it clear. There you go. Nice clear night. You can see all of Los Santos, supposed to be LA. Beautiful runway. International airport. And you can see I'm in the game. It's a Monday at 3 o'clock in the morning. So we've actually traveled in time in the game. So if we look at our panel inside too, our present time is September 19th, 1994. So you can get real creative with this. And just have a lot of fun, you know, taking a whole new realm to the game. There's a hangar over here. Sometimes you get lucky and there's some nice corporate style jets in this hangar. But you can see the airport's full with life. You know, airplanes coming in. If you watch it long enough, you'll find them landing. Find things taxiing around. Let's take a look at our binoculars here. There's a Malibu over there. We'll have some fun with that later on in a different. I'll go through the whole flight program for you guys so you can see me. Oh, I hear an airplane. Let's take a walk around here and see if there's anything out on the tarmac. No. It's awesome when they're landing. Oh, there's one coming in for a landing. Again, this is a modification to the game that I put into it to allow you to have binoculars. You got night vision, thermal. You can see the pilot there in the front seat. Pretty awesome. That's a cool mod, man. I'm going to have some fun with that. Well, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the top 5 heat spots, most popular places.